tell me, so science fiction, fantasy? We've been talking about your books. What are you watching right now? What's sort of your favorite series on that you're either streaming or watching over the air right now?
All right, you don't laugh. Um, there's a Ultraman series on Netflix,
Oh,
an anime series,
uh-huh.
and when I was a kid, there was nothing better than watching a 60-meter guy in a rubber suit with glowing eyes kicking ass on other guys in monster suits. It was, and you had a little specium beam and the whole thing. I loved it as a kid. And I passed that on to my son, and we'd watch that when he was growing up. And when they had the Netflix series, I was like, I didn't watch it. I'm like, no, it's not going to be good. They ruined Godzilla. What are they going to do to Ultraman?
Uh-huh.
But my son started watching because you really got to watch this. It's really compelling. And it picks up where the original 60s series leaves off. None of the other stuff happened. It just, Ultraman leaves at the end of the 60s series, and the Science Patrol is disbanded, and then it picks up like 30 or 40 years later. Hayata has a son, and the son starts exhibiting Ultraman-like abilities. And it just starts from there. And none of the other Ultramen are around, and it just takes it from a different point of view. And it's not a kid show. It is really compelling science fiction. I was blown away. 15 minutes into the first episode, I was like, what?
I am
It was amazing.
I am gonna have to check that one out. It's
I'm telling you, if you're a fan of the original, you've got to see this. It's only like, I think, 7 or 8 episodes, and they're going to do another season of it next year. But it is absolutely incredible, absolutely incredible.
wow.
And
Okay.
yeah, the other guilty pleasure is Survivor Man Bigfoot.
Yep, yep.
Yeah. Before I get too old, I am going out to Pacific Northwest, and I'm going to find out if this is real or not. That's on my bucket list. I have to go and just see for myself, because you hear all the stories. People can laugh all they want, but I would do it a different way. I wouldn't go out with cameras. I would go out one guy in the woods with I've grown up in the woods. I've grown up hunting, fishing, and tracking. And I watch some of this stuff, and I just shake my head. I say, you're not doing this right. When you're going to go into somebody's backyard, you don't, it's like hunting a deer.
Uh-huh.
The successful hunter knows all the habits of its game, and they don't do it right. I'd go out. I just want to see for myself. I want to find a track, something,
Right.
just to say I've seen it.
Well, what's the joke I've seen on Facebook? The meme, master of social isolation.
Exactly, yeah. The master of hide and seek. Exactly.
Exactly.
That in any Godzilla movie from the 90s and 2000 era, I can sit down on Netflix and watch over and over and over again. I'm the ultimate Godzilla nerd.
Oh yeah, I love those. I love the Gamera films. Have you seen those from the early 2000s?
Yes, those are great.
Yeah, the trilogy. Oh yeah.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
Revenge of Virus was crazy.
It was. It was. Now, I have to.
I wasn't so big on Gamera the Invincible, the follow-up to that.
Yeah, that one wasn't as good. That one wasn't as good, but but the trilogy was just fantastic.
It was amazing. Harvesting the mana from the sky and blowing it out his chest. That
Yeah.
was wild. A
Okay,
fellow monster geek.
I am a monster geek.